Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today we're going to be talking about 10 things I don't like about my C6 Corvette. Let's get into it. And excuse the car, it is filthy. The weather here has been awful the last week and I haven't had a chance to wash it. All right, so number one is definitely the overheating issues you have to deal with when you have a C6 Corvette. I mean, it seems like everyone runs into these issues. So something I've done to combat that is I did get the DeWitt's Pro Series radiator and a 160 degree thermostat, but even with that, I mean, the car still does get a little warm. So that's definitely going to be number one, is the overheating issues with the car. So the second thing is going to be the front bumper clips. You know, anyone that owns a C6 knows these corners like to pop up and you got to replace the clips on it and push it back down. Otherwise the bumper just looks really stupid. So that's something you got to always be looking out for, and that's why it's going to be number two on the list. Number three on the list has got to be the stock exhaust. Now, if you're looking at this video, you can tell that this is not a stock exhaust. And obviously, if you own this car, you got to change it out because the stock exhaust is just so quiet. So what I've done is I've did the complete speed engineering setup. I got the long tube headers, the 3-inch X pipe, and the axle back exhaust. And now this car sounds amazing. I will throw in an exhaust clip here in a second. Why is it every time I want to rev it, there's always a cut? All right, well, so much for that. All right, so the fourth thing on the list that I don't like about the car has got to be the stock brakes. They are below par for a sports car like this. So what I plan to do to fix this issue is either get the Wilwood brakes or the Z06 brakes. Let me know in the comments what you guys have done as far as brakes when you have a base model Corvette, because these stock brakes have got to go. The fifth thing I don't like about the car is the narrow body. I think all the Corvettes should have come with a wide body. You're probably wondering, well, why'd you get a base model? Well, the reason I got the base model over like a Grand Sport is because I want to have the carbon fiber wide body fenders, so I was just going to replace them anyway. So I didn't spend the extra money to get something I wasn't going to use. But yeah, I mean, I think the car would look a lot better if I have the wide body kit. Sometimes I do enjoy the narrow body, it just really depends on the day, but I think overall the wide body kit would be a lot better. And you know, it kind of limits the wheels you can run. You know, I can't run a super wide tire because I don't have the wide body fenders to cover them up. So that's kind of the issue there with that. All right, the sixth thing that I don't like about the car is the Chevy Cobalt steering wheel. So, you know, I feel like on a higher model car like this, we should get a better steering wheel than just the typical Chevy Cobalt. So I am going to get a carbon fiber one. I haven't ordered it yet, but I am going to get one and I'm going to make a video about it. So for the sixth thing I don't like, definitely going to be this ugly steering wheel that needs to be changed out. Number seven has just got to be the interior in general. I mean, everything's just cheap plastic. It's not very high quality. The buttons aren't that good, which I know this is an older car, but everything's just like real chintzy, and you always feel like every time you're going to touch something, it's going to break. So that's the seventh thing I don't like about the car. I don't really know how to fix that. I mean, I'm not really planning on doing a full interior swap, but you know, I'd like to have peace of mind that when I'm going to touch something, it's not going to, like this, the cup holder broke, like this gone. This thing here is already like, it gets stuck, so you gotta like force it open. You know, just that's broken, so it's like, you know, what are you gonna do? I mean, I understand the car is 18 years old, but I kind of wish it was a little bit more higher quality than just some cheap plastic. All right, the ninth thing I don't like about the car has got to be the battery. Now you're probably wondering, what's wrong with the battery? Well, it's not the battery itself, because I have replaced the battery a couple times, but the issue is that if you don't drive the car for at least a week, then you're going to come out to your car, you're going to go to start it up, and you're going to have a dead battery. So these cars have a constant voltage drain, and if you don't drive your car, then you have a dead battery, and then it's a pain to get into the car. You know, as well, I wouldn't say it's a pain, but it's really annoying because you gotta take the key, you gotta pop the trunk, then you gotta pull the cable in here to open the door, because the doors are electric. There's no keyhole, you can't just open the door. Just pop the hood so you can jump the car. Super annoying. I wish there was a way to fix it. Maybe there is. I don't know if there's a way to fix it. Drop a comment down below. but if you don't drive your car for at least a week, you will have a dead battery. And that's gonna be the 9th thing I don't like about the car. All right, so the last thing I don't like about the car, which, you know, finding 10 things you don't like about this car is really hard because this car is amazing. It's my dream car. I've always wanted it, and I finally worked hard enough to get it, and I got it. So for number 10, it's gotta be the stereotype of owning this car. People either think you're 60 years old or you're a total jerk. I got this car when I was, I think maybe 21 or 22, I think. Might have been 22. It was real close right in there somewhere. But, you know, people is like, oh, there's no way you got that. You can't afford that car, blah, 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 blah. Nah, you just got to work hard and you can get one too. So that's going to be 10 things I don't like about this car, even though I love this car. And honestly, even though there's 10 things I said I don't like, this car is amazing and I'll never get rid of it. It'll be on the channel forever. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. We'll see you next week on the next video. Hope you all have a great day.